All right. So let all these notifications ring out.
Ding, ding.
Quick, ring the bells.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
That's your notification squad.
All right, here we
I could
are.
be of service. Yeah.
Good. Got at least one person watching.
So, Happy New Year,
Nah.
Matt.
Yes. Welcome back to Longbox Diving, where we explore comics and story arcs pulled from the Longbox. That is at least what I say. He says,
Welcome to Longbox Diving, where we pull comics from the Longbox.
where we pull
And
comics.
Story arcs.
We don't do anything with it.
Nope, I don't care about story arcs.
We don't do anything with the
Isn't
comics.
that what you talk about?
We just pull them out of the long box and then we stack them up on a desk, and then that's it. That's all we do.
That's it.
That is so
That's
great.
all you need.
We are here. It's been a long time. It's been since before Christmas, so we want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy New Year. We are now in 2020, and so. Man, let's get this year started. We did. What are you staring at?
Are you hearing noise?
I don't hear anything. What are you talking? All right, gross.
It's your headphones.
All right, so let's start off this year right. We actually
correct.
We went to the flea market yesterday.
You are wrong.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Sorry.
Flea market.
We went to the flea market and we actually picked up a ton of comics. We've actually found a great spot that we didn't even know was there. And it just rows of long boxes and short boxes up on the tables, down on the floor. It was fantastic. We had a great time, and we just spent a couple hours diving through long boxes.
They were all bagged and boarded. It was amazing.
Yes. I mean, we're talking.
And pretty cheap, too.
Bag boarded. Everything was under $1. Got a ton of these that were at 50 cents. So we actually hit, we had a good time. We hit a lot and got a lot. So we actually have a lot to cover because we haven't been here for a couple weeks. So first we wanted to talk about, and while everybody's checking in and, we're getting some people coming in, we wanted to talk about
the series that ended too soon.
I have no idea if I spelled that correctly because I suck at spelling.
Mando.
But Mandalorian ended fantastic. I love the ending. It was great. I really enjoyed it. The whole droid scene, the nurse droid, made me sad. But it was great. I mean, the whole thing was fantastic. It was a great show. I think they ended it well. And I cannot wait for the next season. I'm kind of, like him. I'm kind of like, it was too short. I would have enjoyed a lot more. Hey, Bake the Snake. Hey, what's going on, man? I would have enjoyed a lot more of The Mandalorian. And I'm kind of sad it's over already. So, what do you think?
I think it brought a lot of people to Star Wars that wouldn't have really been interested in Star Wars.
Yeah.
You really enjoyed it. I think it was really good.
I gotta say, the Baby Yoda memes are drawing more people in.
More Baby Yoda. Crank it up.
Maybe we'll actually figure out what Yoda's race, the name of his race is.
Never.
At some point. Yeah, but Mandalorian was fantastic. I think that was a great deal for Disney to put it into the Disney Plus. I think that, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that alone kickstarted that app.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most of the people I know got it for The Mandalorian. But yeah, 12 or 13 episodes I think would have been great. I liked how they weren't all the same length. They fit what needed to fit into the story. They fit it in there. I liked that they moved it around. Star Wars was coming out Friday, so they put it on a Thursday or something like that. I'm cool with that. I like that. I think it may have been better to be able to binge watch it, have it all come out at once. I can see why they stretched it out because it kept that hype up. But I think the story would have served better if it all been packaged in one and just here, and there you go.
I don't know. I'm a mixed feeling. I think it depends on the show. There are some shows that you really want because it gives you that mystery of what's going to happen next week, and then there's some shows that are really good just to binge in a day. And
The Office?
No, not The Office.
Or The Witcher,
The Witcher, yes. I think The Witcher is served by binging.
which is also another pretty good one. The Witcher was. Yep.
Super faithful to the books, by the way.
I think 2 a week would have been cool too. And then, or if they have 16 episodes. Yeah. I mean, they HBO kind of did the same thing with, Game of Thrones was a weekly thing, and they built that suspense, and I think it worked. But they left it in places where there was suspense. Mandalorian kind of resolved the story every episode, but the story kind of fit together in a way that I think it was served better to binge the whole thing. But all right, so let's get into Comic Haul. Woo! All right, so what we're here for, I don't know if everybody's here for this, but we're specifically here. He's not here at all. So let's go ahead and go through this because we grabbed a lot of stuff. Fortunately for me, we've sorted through them, so they're like almost all in order. So let's say we have Justice League of America. This is issue 147. This was a nice team-up comic with Justice League, Justice Society, and the Legion. Now, this was interesting. I actually read this. Power Girl here is not Superman's cousin from that Earth. She is just another Kryptonian that has superpowers, and she fancies herself some Superman. I was a little... I didn't realize that as I started reading it. She's like hitting on him and trying to kiss up on him. I'm like, you guys are cousins, but then no, they're not. Okay, not in that one. All right, so X Factor number 1, which the writer does point out. I guess they're not cousins here. X Factor number 1. I picked this up. Baptism by Fire. Jean Grey is back.
Yay! I get to cover that.
X Factor 2.
Yeah.
And then we see Artie in here. I don't know if that's Artie's first appearance.
Wait, let me see this.
The Morlock Artie.
Which?
I don't know if it's his first appearance in there, but Artie is the doctor that.
Yeah, Arthur. Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor that kidnaps Hank. He's able to project thoughts and stuff that's happening. Yeah.
I have videos on this. Come and watch them.
X Factor number 3, which apparently is a dupe. So maybe one day we'll actually give this away. X Factor number 4. There's Frenzy right there.
Yeah. This second store we went to had like almost everything.
X Factor number 9.
And it was all organized.
Look at the blob.
The
The blob.
That's how you draw the blob.
Yeah, some good minor keys. And then it's just, we didn't get a lot of heavy duty stuff, but we got a lot of cool fill-in stuff. And I was able to complete, or starting to complete some of these runs. Like X Factor here, number 17. As you see, the Beast is back to normal.
Hey, check out my X Factor video for clues on that. Plug in everything.
And then only a few issues later, Beast is back to blue. Number 33. I can't wait to get into this. Can't wait to get into this one. X Factor 38. Madeline Pryor against Jean Grey.
That's a showdown
Inferno.
we're looking for. Is she the Goblin Queen at this time?
She is the Goblin Queen at that time. You can tell by her outfit. Which Jay there will probably be covering in the poll.
Eventually. Well, I'm just going to make it a whole run.
Yeah, now is the time to snag all these X Factors, which is why I'm trying to get my run. Yeah, we're at both stores, X Factors. Get them all. Get them all. Do I already have them? All right. X Factor 53. I'm not sure which girl that he's kissing there.
It is a redhead.
He pops the question. So considering he was already married to Madeline Pryor, this has got to be Jean Grey.
I think so.
Also, Caliban's face. I'm just saying.
If you can see Caliban's face there, I know it's not focusing
blurry.
well. His face He almost looks like a squid boy. He's got like gills flying up the side there, and he's like this. All right. X Factor 56.
Let's go his face too.
Archangel, your eyes.
Yeah, Archangels looked really scared. X Factor 58.
Okay, that's a normal face. Yeah, that's a normal face.
Yeah.
X Factor 64. See, that looks great.
That is a
Yep.
wonderful shot.
Wallace. That's a great cover. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, he did a lot of these good covers in this 60s around here. Same guy, Wallace. I can't even say the freaking name. All right, X Factor 66.
Beware the wrath of apocalypse.
There's mommy and daddy and baby.
Aww.
Look at little Cable.
He's gonna come back one day.
X Factor 74.
Not happy.
Strong guy. This guy could have been I think he was a really good character. I think he could have been written. I think he could have handled his own series, honestly, but I liked him. The idea that everything that hits him builds up his power. He has to release it or it deforms his body, and that's why he looks like that, and he's in constant pain. It's an interesting take. X Factor 80. X Factor 80. That looks like a strong guy there too. X Factor 83. Strong guy. Okay, who's this dude? Do you know, Jay?
Havoc or the other guy?
No, this is Havoc. Who's that?
Oh god.
He's from Genosha.
I've seen
Yeah,
his face before.
he's a TV guy.
Hodge?
He's
He's not Mojo.
not. No.
I believe it's Hodge. Cameron Hodge. If you want to check. I believe it's Cameron Hodge. X Factor 86. Which Jay had because he covered it in his Executioner song.
Correct.
But apparently I was missing it.
Yeah, that's Cameron Hodge.
Yep. Hey, I win. X Factor 88.
That would be fun to do a trivia type thing.
Random. Would it really? Jay would lose, and that would suck.
Well, that's
X Factor 91.
X Factor run that he's been covering the entire time.
I also don't have all the knowledge of like 30 years of reading comics.
Well, we just bought a bunch of X Factors, so you can.
Yeah, let me get specialized in just X
binge
Factor.
read.
X Factor 95, where Random steals Wolverine cigars.
How dare he?
But what is all over his gun?
Spider Silk. Spider-Man's cameo.
I'm not sure what the... Chamomile?
Cameo.
Oh.
He's going to go sleepy with some tea.
X Factor 97. Matrix needs group therapy.
Probably.
X Factor 98. We have
My goodness.
Heaven.
This isn't even the big pile.
Yeah, this is not even the big pile. He's right.
Good.
X Factor 106.
Shiny cover.
Interesting because I've missed this part of the Phalanx Covenant, which is interesting because Hickman's just mentioned the Phalanx in House of X, Powers of X, and I'm not sure how that's going to tie back in later.
It won't.
But I want to reread the Phalanx Covenant.
It won't.
X Factor 123. Is that Wild Child or Sabretooth?
Sabretooth.
X Factor 17. I think this is from Volume 3.
Yeah, it looks newer, but depressing.
Though they
And
look
very
like
bland.
they're in the middle of a war zone. And Strong Guy doesn't look like he's all disfigured anymore.
He just looks sleepy.
All right. X Factor 21.
Hungover. Yeah, that's what he looks like. Yeah.
X Factor 206. That I like that cover too.
Yeah, that cover's a lot more interesting than the other ones.
It's got the tank with the robotic spider arms coming out of it. You've got Shatterstar is now wearing knives on his wrists.
Oof.
You got Strong Guy,
Those are some big
Matrix.
knives.
Now, and that looks like M, and that's Banshee. But is that Wolverine running away? That's Longshot. Is that Wolverine running away?
That can't be Wolverine.
Wolverine doesn't want to run away.
Is that Wolverine running away?
No.
Is Longshot doing a cartwheel?
Yes, with a blade going right for his.
Oh, I would not do a cartwheel at that moment.
All right, Factor X number 2.
Wherever.
Titans number 10. Abnett. And again, I like the color of this. Just
Oh,
this
yeah.
cover pops to me. I
It's-
like the way it
It's a lot
looks.
of contrasts.
Yep.
Bright oranges on the top. Cool blues and
Thunderbolts number 135 by Andy Diggle.
Diggle.
He did The Losers, which is a great run of comic. Thunderbolts 134. Songbird. Songbird looks like she's getting hit by some. He went right through her body.
Ooh.
And Thunderbolts number 132. I'm not sure who this is, but he's got 2 swords on his hip, and he's carrying 2
It
swords.
honestly looks like
And it looks like the goblin behind him.
the Terminator.
What about
His face looks like the Terminator.
Ronin? Maybe.
Hawkeye?
I mean,
I don't remember Hawkeye being all that tatted up.
it'd be a lot more interesting, Hawkeye.
All right, Thunderbolts 130. Thunderbolts 103.
He joined a biker gang.
They're in the Civil War period. Thunderbolts 104.
They just had a bunch of sidecars.
Thunderbolts 133.
Ooh.
Now, what is that? What is that video game that has the headset like that?
Splinter Cell.
So, a Splinter Cell agent against Songbird.
I don't know. That looks like
Nope, it's Splinter Cell.
Overwatch
This
is
Nope, it's Splinter Cell.
maybe the guy we were looking at was actually Bullseye.
You know, that sounds more likely.
Bullseye and Venom making Songbird cry.
Well,
They just teased her a bunch.
These covers are really cool.
They're really good.
There's Penance right there, which is Speedball. Thunderbolts 126. You know what his power is, right? It's kinetic.
yeah.
So Speedball's power is as he bounces, he gets more strong. Hey, I Discovery Bay, how you doing, man? And so after he exploded the bus in
And
Civil
killed a
War,
bunch of kids and started Civil War.
he created a
He started the. Oh.
he
Yeah,
created an
yeah.
Iron Maiden suit
to hurt himself.
to hurt himself to give himself power.
So every time someone punched him,
Every time he punched him or he punched somebody else, he got more powerful.
I've got to say, Penance is one of those character arcs I really like because there's a consequence to his powers.
Yep.
And
yeah,
And they really played to that. It was
and
really,
he
really cool.
understands that, and he works with it.
Well, hopefully the goal is for him to learn from his mistakes and then grow as a person.
Yep. Well,
But-
which
That's
he didn't.
literally his power.
All right, so Uncanny X-Men number 10. This is a variant edition. I picked all these up for like $1.
Death of X.
And that's,
He
I believe
gets
it's
more
Zorn.
powerful
I think that's
things
Zorn
for
there on the
him.
cover.
Kind of looks like him.
Well, he has a twin brother, so I'm not sure. And they both wear that mask.
It's always the twin.
Uncanny X-Men Battle of the Atom number 4. There's Magic with Magneto.
White Magneto.
Of course, this is when Bendis was writing it. So I don't know how good it is. I've heard they're okay.
I prefer red Magneto.
Here's another Uncanny X-Men number 25, another variant edition, and this is the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. variant edition. I don't know if that's worth anything.
Probably not.
I got it for $1, so I'm guessing probably not.
And
You gotta
it
hide
has nothing to do with the story either.
Nope.
You gotta hide-
Uncanny X-Men number 28, also another variant edition. This is where Groot and Rocket Raccoon are fighting.
Groot gets a parasite. Goes crazy.
And then Uncanny X-Men number 26 It looks like Cyclops clones himself and they all become zombies.
Also known as Live, Die, Repeat.
All right, so that was our first stack.
Yeah, first stack.
All right,
Less than half
hold on to those.
of the second one.
So, yeah.
Great.
Hopefully you're all here for the long haul. Thank you, Discovery Bay. I appreciate that. Yeah, so this is some. So now we're getting into a little bit older stuff.
Do you have another topic you want to go through?
Do you want? Well, I think the only thing we had was Star Wars. Do you really want to cover Star Wars? Or do you want to keep going through the stack?
I mean, if you just want to talk about Star Wars,
We could talk about Star Wars while I'm going through the stack. Go ahead.
sure.
It was the better of the new trilogy.
It was better than the last one.
Yeah.
All right, so we got New Teen Titans number 11.
I mean, I like the movie.
I think the movie was. I think the movie was good.
It's like you're trying to pack a trilogy in a single
It
movie,
felt rushed.
and that's disappointing.
It would have been nice if we just made it into 4 and kept going.
Yeah, that would have worked.
New Teen Titans number 20. New Teen Titans number 20.
Free Lone Ranger Town.
Yes.
Oh,
I love the ads.
Wow.
New Teen Titans number 22.
Yeah. They could have done it better. Building up the other 2 movies for the climax of the third one.
If they had done number 8 well, they did 7 well. It wasn't super. It was well. It was good. If they had done 8 well, then 9 would have been fantastic.
Yeah, 7. You got to give it the benefit of the doubt. They were introducing new characters.
Yes.
8. They flunked.
They subverted our expectations. All right. So for the Starfire fans, New Teen Titans number 23. She's getting beat up by her sister.
Wooded Blackfire.
Yes.
Yes. New Teen Titans number 29. Speedy's got a bow.
Speedy's got a bow. That's copyrighted.
I've been making up my own titles, and you just go.
Raven goes berserk. New Teen Titans number 31.
She is half demon. So. Yeah. I mean, we all saw it.
New Teen Titans number 32. We see Tara up there, which we know what happens with her.
Earth powers.
Wow, good job.
Earth powers. That's what happens with her. All right, New Teen Titans. Who killed Trident? Number 33. With a trident.
Ooh.
Silly kids. You can't kill metal.
All right, New Teen Titans number 38. Who is Donna Troy? She's the girl in the picture.
I was about to say something stupid like that too.
New Teen Titans number 63.
Oh,
whoa, who killed
weird dog?
How does Slade get on the team?
Slade's always been on the.
Slade is on the New Teen Titans team. I had no idea.
It's just it's Robin.
It's just Robin.
Yeah, it's this alter ego. The New Teen Titans number 65.
Oh boy, it's that outfit.
It begins.
Oh,
It is the Nightwing special outfit.
The popped collar.
Booyah.
DC had some interesting costumes in the 90s.
The New Teen Titans
The
annual
popped collar was cool back then.
from 1991. Looks like somebody chewed on the bottom of the comic.
What?
See, look at somebody chewed on the bottom of that comic.
What is Robin's body doing?
Um,
He looks like he's
No.
Naruto running.
give it a break. Rob Liefeld drew that.
Oh,
No.
drew this.
He's legit Naruto running.
With a shield and a machine gun.
Oh, do you see that?
the foot. Yes.
Hide all the feet.
Oh,
No, the feet doesn't look bad.
Team Titans number 12.
He doesn't have a stomach.
I don't know what's going on with that cover.
It's not as bad as the other one. I'm sorry. But if you make so many comics, you have to have one
All
or
right,
two
so
mess-ups.
this was an interesting one because I have not read any of these before. But Hercules Unbound, number 3.
Ooh.
Hercules Unbound, number 3.
So how? Well,
That is a 25 center.
25 center.
It's Man God versus Immortal Man.
What? Man God versus Immortal Man.
Yep. And then we get
Which one's Man God?
Evil Knievel.
I would have to imagine Hercules is.
Hercules, I think, would be the man guy.
Because Hercules was originally a man who became a god.
Right.
He was a god.
Nope,
He was a
man.
demigod.
No, he was a god that got stolen from Mount
No,
Olympus. Yes.
no.
Yes.
Zeus came down and had with a woman, and she had a baby named Hercules. And Hercules wanted to become a god because he's a demigod. So he decided to undertake the
distance.
trials.
Hercules 13 trials.
And then Athena helped him pass them all, so he was still cooked. All right. Justice League, number 3.
He was stolen from Olympus.
It was stolen from Mount Olympus. We're just revising Hercules' history here on this channel.
Wait, no, that was the Disney version.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We doubled that one, too.
Hey, I was right.
We're back up.
Yes.
We might have
X-
accidentally
X-Force number 64.
messed up counting.
We didn't mess up. It was just we counted bags.
I predicted the future.
Wolverine 111.
Oh,
This apparently was a freebie that was thrown in that we didn't realize was in the back of that pad.
the
right.
Pantheon Sega.
We need to put that in a board for me.
Oh, that's an old
New X-Men number 20. New X-Men number 20.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of
House of M. Decimation.
we should get a trailer for the New Mutants tomorrow. So that.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
New Mutants. I think that just got announced, right?
Yeah, sometime in April.
So man, I like the idea of a scary mutant movie. I think I'm in for it.
Well, it'll be fun.
As long as it's better than the last X-Men movie.
It probably will be.
What, Dark Phoenix?
Unfortunately, they had to rewrite half of it because of Captain Marvel.
I want a good mutant movie. All right.
Yeah,
So
cats.
X-Men Unlimited number 9, Bloodscream. I was just reading a Wolverine issue with Bloodscream in it, and he seemed like he was underutilized. So the whole X-Men Unlimited with Bloodscream, that should be interesting. X-Men Unlimited number 40. Mystique is showing us her underpants.
Her face doesn't seem real.
I don't know what's going on with that cover other than her just flicking her underpants band. I don't know why. All right. Joe Mad. Oh, Carlos. That's what it is. Carlos Pacheco.
Diviano.
X-Men number 62.
Like,
Feral Wolverine and Song-Chi. Which that should be interesting because we actually have a show coming out. A movie or show?
I think it's a movie.
With Song-Chi in it. Shang-Chi. Master of Kung Fu.
What is he? Level 8-9 fighter?
He is
monk. Please, Ethan.
He's a monk. All right. X-Men Legacy number 235.
Extract aspects.
I'm not sure what's going on there either.
He's like, no.
Monks are overpowered.
Well,
Monks are OP. All right. X-Men number 2.
We just made a
just don't get close to a monk, and then you win.
They just stay away from their 80.
Just stay away from the monks.
80-foot speed.
Do you need a board?
I got one.
All right. Astonishing X-Men number 29. Storm and Emma Frost.
Have a storm battle. A snow battle. Snow Wars.
All right. So JLA number 13. Martian Manhunter. Face. All right. JLA number 13.
That's a face.
The JLA are vomiting.
I'm pretty sure it's just getting sucked out of them.
It's all rising.
Wait. Wonder Woman's not.
Well, she's not a man. All right, JLA 19, Stuck in the Dice.
Yeah, it was actually Flash, Green Lantern, and Batman getting
Stuck in the Dice. All right, JLA 21, Superman Unchained.
Who chained Superman?
Looks like Kyle Renner got unchained too, and so did John John. Perfect. All the men were chained up, and now they're unchained.
Is this double?
Dun, 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 dun,
You were
no!
still wrong.
It's a dupe. I was right.
No.
JLA 27 and a dupe.
Whatever.
Looks like we'll have another comic to give away soon. All right, JLA number 31. Big blue guy is holding the world hostage. JLA 35. These are all a little water damaged, but
Into obscurity.
Spectre. Convenience.
JLA number 36. Lex Luthor, Prometheus, Queen Bee, and some big guy with tusks.
Tusky.
X-Men number 95.
Superman becomes a vampire.
Superman's bit by a vampire. Do you think Superman would have become a vampire if he's bit by a vampire?
Well, there's a zombie Superman.
Yeah, but that's an infection. It could enter through his mouth. But they have to pierce the skin. How do the teeth of a vampire pierce the skin? X-Men 96 or JLA 96. Wonder Woman gets stabbed with Superman's sword.
The vampire goes to Krypton,
JLA 97.
where there's no yellow suns, and bites him. But that's a lot of work for a vampire.
But Claremont's on this. Did he write or draw?
Yes.
Yes, and
Yes. All right,
no
JLA
influence.
99. Looks like Robot Man is in with him
Robot Man.
from the Doom Patrol. JLA 115. We're almost halfway through the stack.
Okay.
JLA 124.
so what's a superhero you would like to see invented, or
Invented.
if for you a run that you would like to see?
All right, so a story arc I really want to see in a comic would be a police or CIA or X-Force type that is within the U.S. government or whatever government that's there or city that actually patrols for crime and uses mutant powers in a way that's like a CSI investigation but I want it street level and I want it nitty gritty. I want them busting. I want them busting opium dens. I want them busting sex trafficking. I want them, saving people on the street level, down in the ditches, in the gutters, in crime alleys, and going after.
So, question: do you think that'd be something that's like you would see as like a high magic kind of situation where there's lots of superpowers and superpowers are common, or is it just the cops that have the powers?
I think it's going to be kind of common. I think the bad guys
I would like to see common.
I think the bad guy, not in the sense of Omega level mutants.
No.
All right. I'm thinking like a mutant that has the ability. Let's say sound waves hit the air. They never technically die.
Mm-hmm.
They go inaudible and they move and they continue to bounce. Especially in a room, they would bounce around in here forever and slow down to where a normal ear can't hear it. But if you were a mutant that with the ability to actually hear audible conversations that occurred days ago within a space. And so, talk about the crime scene investigation. Walk in and just say, give me a few minutes.
Yeah,
just hear every conversation that happens. But technically, everywhere he goes, he always hears the conversation. So this kind of guy that would have to put headphones on his head and just drown out noise.
All the time.
Or somebody that can feel like fingerprints.
With his own
fingers and actually feel things or be able to tell what this is made of or what the molecular makeup of this. All right, this is gunshot residue of a shot. That kind of stuff where he's a walking forensic unit.
Yeah, but that contaminated the evidence.
but it don't matter. That's not what they're there for. And then you would have on the crime side, you'd have guys able to do these same things, sleight of hand things that are actually seem like for us to be magic sleight of hand, but they're actually they can do this thing. A little stronger, a little faster. I'm fine with that too. Superman level, no. I'd rather have something that's just more than a common man can do.
Yeah.
Where he walks out and he can actually kind of push the car, across the space, that kind of stuff. But I think that down to earth, down gritty crime, kind of comic, or even a movie, or even like a Netflix or Amazon Prime type special.
I'd watch that.
Where that is what, and that's it's you'll have an overarching thing they're trying to get to.
And see, I think The Boys is close, but The Boys has a select few super powered people, and then it's
and then nobody else does.
It's about how power corrupts, and that's a cool story. I'm with you. I would like to see something more down to earth with the powers, where it's pretty common, and diplomatic intrigue between countries. I personally would think is pretty cool.
We saw a movie about
wars.
I think
sort of.
I think superpower would be not common, but not uncommon. To where corporations would actually be trying to hire you.
Yeah.
Or the military wants to get you in. So you have a lot of stuff advertising toward the special.
We saw a movie just like that where people were using their powers in construction areas.
But the flip side is they were actually being regulated down in a sense that they weren't wanted.
Yes.
But I want them to be wanted.
Yeah.
I want them to be. That's what everybody's striving to become.
See, but humans don't like things that
are
better than that.
I want an old Jewish mama that wants to marry her daughter off to the superpowered guy, so the babies can all have superpowers.
That's not necessarily true. It depends on where you are in society. Because
it happened to Superman.
There are lots.
People are like, he has too much power.
If humans can access the power and control it, they are completely fine with it.
If they can have it or replicate it, they're okay with it. It's when one person has the power and nobody else could compete with it that you have a problem.
Yeah, but these people, they were born with it, and other people weren't. So those who were born with it were subjected to.
I want a bad guy.
Powerism, basically.
I want a bad guy that actually steals powers and actually can take power from one person and give it to another. And so he's building an army. I want a power to be something simple in a sense that, if he's able to take his skin cells and put it into drugs and get people to eat it or ingest it some way, he's able to manipulate them mentally. Not in a sense of control them completely, but
subliminal message.
So basically, let's take heroes but make it better.
Yep.
Okay.
And make it gritty. Make it like a Netflix dark Daredevil, Punisher.
Speaking of Punisher, there's a comic book in there that I want to read.
I want my heroes to get beat up,
and
then I want them to come back and beat up the bad guys. I want it to be hard. I want the purple
obstacles.
I want the purple man. I want to be the bad guy. That was a great bad guy. Stick your hand in a blender. Okay. I mean, that was.
Okay.
He did. He was like, okay, and he stuck his hand down in the blender. I mean, he knew he didn't want to, but he couldn't control himself because the purple man can make you do whatever he wants you to do. But if you could sell, I mean, this guy's a drug dealer, but he's able to flick off skin cells, and he's able to start controlling
the druggies.
And then a foreign government finds out that he has this power, and is trying to use him to get government officials, because all he has to do is insert his skin cells in some food or drink, and then he has an in where they'll let him into the house. They'll let him access their computer. Yeah, you're my buddy. Like charm, like a D&D charm spell, where it won't last forever, but long enough that he can get the job, what he wants to get done. I mean, I have a lot of ideas, and I need to start writing all this down. All right, and we just give it out to everybody.
They're all copied.
All right. It's RIP. Don't steal.
It's on tape. I thought at first. All right, JLA number 125.
All right. Well,
how about you?
Let's go put this on a magnetic tape.
How about you?
I quite like a gritty, high fantasy magic thing. If I had to choose one, it would totally be let's take superheroes in the fantasy world. You have magic, and then you have superheroes, which aren't magic. So, like, you have magic, which is structured rules where everything works, and then you have your superheroes, which are essentially sorcerers.
I was going to say, you're just saying sorcerers and mages.
Yes, but make it cool.
Make it cool. Give them tights.
To be fair, how often do we see sorcerers versus mages in media?
We don't, because the common person is going to go, what's the difference? They both use magic. You have to be able to define what is the difference between the two and why are they different and what. Okay, you need to quit tapping my chair. All right. World Finest 285.
Oh, Frogger on the back.
World's Finest 286. Are they facing the KKK? Are we allowed to say KKK? I don't know.
Well, it's not the first time Superman has faced the KKK.
Batman's head is owling right now.
I mean, the Superman radio show.
But it's Buckler.
Made fun of it.
All right. World's Finest.
Oh, no. Yeah. Those are that's the cult from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
The Red Witches.
World's Finest 287.
They have to face Ornstein and Snow.
Oh, when is that Elden Ring game coming out? I'm looking forward for that.
World's Finest 296.
I don't know.
Sometime this year.
Yeah, we've gone away from games a lot.
World's Finest 297. Yeah, we know. That's why my computer keeps overheating every.
Well, I've got to finish Pathfinder, so.
All right, Power Man and Iron Fist, number 68. This is from 1981. You call yourself Power Man, you're a wimp. Listen. Yeah.
Which is actually kind of a dope cover because if you've been following Power Man, right, and then you see somebody just flick him,
yeah.
Power Man's dad's
Suicide Squad's annual number 1 from 1988. When Vixen had a funky hairdo. Look at that.
No, it was the good funky though.
It was A-Days. It's the Astonishing X-Men number 4. Age of Apocalypse. Let's see. Look at Blink. Blink looks really cool. So does Rogue.
Yeah, but that's
and so does Iceman.
Style.
That's more of an anime.
It's
Joe Mad.
That's why.
Yeah, it's very cool looking. All right.
You know what? I would see an anime X-Men, like an actual legitimate anime X-Men. That would be awesome.
They did do an anime X-Men back, and they did a whole comic series, and I'll have to show you some of the covers. I had to get rid of them because. The Fury of Firestorm, the Nuclear Man, number 2. He gets beat by a guy on a horse. He can change the molecular structure of anything. And he gets.
It's the Headless Horseman.
All right, so this is one I have not heard of before. The Shade, the Changing Man from DC, number 1. It's a 35 center.
It looks like Green Lantern, but scientific.
The full power of my invest is unknown, and although it could destroy mankind, I must use it to save.
Destroy mankind.
So,
yeah.
I don't know if anybody's heard of this guy. I have not heard of this. I picked it up yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like a limited version of Green Lantern.
I wonder if it's like a nuclear vest kind of thing.
No, it's the first issue. It's a number 1.
Electrifying, so it's got to be electric.
So I don't know if this is a first appearance of this dude.
Let's find out. That's why I'm here.
Well, find out for me. All right, so the annual Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, number 3 from 1987. Art and stories by John Byrne, Paris Collins, J.L. Garcia Lopez, Alan Moore, Kevin Nolan, Bill Willingham, and many, many more. So that's very cool.
Many more.
All right, War of the Gods, number 4. In the beginning, there was the end. So Wonder Woman looks really cool. See her axe?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a Wonder Woman axe that's actually...
It looks like her crown was enlarged, and then they just cut off the tip.
The invest creates a strong force field that repels weaponry. allows a degree of flight, and distorts Shade's appearance dependent on the viewer's mental state or his own. He's an illusionist with Shield.
But
That's
he's with
great.
DC.
Yeah,
All right, when's his first appearance?
1977.
In what book?
Shade the Changing Man.
Number 1?
Yes.
That's
that
the first
is the
appearance.
first appearance of Shade.
Hey.
Hey!
It's
Is
not great
it worth any money?
condition.
All right, so Superboy,
I bet you it was.
number 25.
No, that's the headless hippie.
He punched the head off a dude.
Yeah, that's a hippie right there. Gotta love.
X-Men versus Dracula. It's a nice one-shot that I've heard about, but I have not read yet.
Oh, I guess they also took him to Vertigo in the 90s, and he was brought back in 2011 and joined Justice League Dark.
Ooh, Infinite Crisis.
Infinite Crisis, number 4.
There's
John
a lot going on in this
Jimenez.
cover.
Yeah, this was a good Crisis crossover. Infinite Crisis, and then Infinite Crisis number 6. The universe is fracturing. A lot of people died in this. All right, the Titans number 6.
Ooh.
Titans number 8. That's Firestar down there, along with Molten
Man.
Woman Flash. What is that Jenny? I don't
Ooh.
know.
I mean, if it's near mint.
Which it is definitely not near mint.
Nope.
A 9.6, $69 to $89. Ours is about $7.
Yeah,
But I picked it up 50 cents, so
that's pure profit.
pure profit. I'm definitely not going to get it slapped. The Titans number 11. Unless for some reason it becomes super popular all of a sudden.
Yeah, can we get a Shade the Changing Man movie, please?
The Titans number 12.
All the other ones get burned.
Titans number 12. A Firestar the New Command Annual number 4 from 1986. The black and white snake is going to eat him.
Firestorm,
I was going to say Black Snake, but then I'm like, that's a band, isn't it? Or that's White Snake. White Snake.
Yeah.
That's
Firestorm in every cover we've seen so far is just being tossed
he
around.
gets his butt kicked every cover. I don't know why anybody would collect that dude. All right. The Flash, number 309. This is a 60 center. I think he's trying to make another Flash.
Bunch of chemicals.
Oh, he's actually trying to change his own past.
Oh, that's not smart. That creates a paradox.
Hey, welcome to the Flashpoint Paradox. Where
Excalibur number 3.
Juggernaut just walks all over Captain Britain.
Excalibur number 48. Why is Kitty look so angry? I mean, look at Captain Britain's. He's fine. Look at Megan. Look at Phoenix. Look at Nightcrawler. Look at Kitty.
Well, somebody farted.
She's downwind.
She's the lowest.
Yeah.
Somebody did fart. It's right there. You can look at right behind Captain Britain. That puff of air right there, coming out of the tailpipe. No wonder she's not happy. Excalibur number 84. Mephisto has an aneurysm.
X-Force.
X-Force number 38, another part of the Phalanx saga. So it's part 2. I want to read it, so I got it. All right.
Hey, make a series on the. I want to say the Phalanx saga.
Phalanx.
You sure it's Phalanx?
Phalanx.
I thought we had this conversation.
You did, and somebody said it's flanks,
It's
and
Phalanx.
I'm not going to say phalanx.
Phalanx. No.
X-Force number 37. I am not from Rome. I don't speak Latin. It's Phalanx. Because I put an extra A in there. X-Force number 45. Caliban kicks Sabretooth butt.
No surprise there. Sabretooth is kind of a pushover.
Secret Origins number 6, number 50. Secret Origins number 50. 6 all new stories.
Is this confirmed that all of DC's characters are breaking the fourth wall?
Flash is giving Flash.
Jay Garrick, Flash, Ice, Storm, Frost, Robin, Black Canary, and Batman. Who is that?
Billy
the Kid? I don't know.
They're all messing with the cover.
Oh, you guys.
I love it. We're just, yeah, this is a weird cover. No. Show us.
Outsiders number 2. Well, I don't think there's anybody here. So, Outsiders number 2.
Not yet, but we will get rewatches.
When you're watching this in 2049.
Yeah, when we're done and gone. All right. Outsiders 12.
No, they're going to keep the servers up forever. 14.
Yeah,
Knock, who's dead? Black Lightning's daughter and the rest of these villains. That's
all
a villain. That's a villain. That's a villain. That's not. Outsiders 15.
Goodness.
The guy that's outside. Come on, Ethan.
Outsiders 15.
Oh, I thought it was
Outsiders 27. Black Lightning has joined the team.
Dark Watch.
Dork Watch.
There's Katana too. All right. Then we got Superman, Batman number 8.
My goodness.
Now the covers on these are. I mean, this is a Michael Turner cover.
I gotta say,
Michael Turner's covers. He does Fathom. He's got some great covers. All right, this is not a Michael Turner cover. I'm not sure who did this. Maybe McGinnis.
Are the books any better than the movie?
Yes. Superman, Batman number 6.
They didn't finish their argument with our
They
moms
have a
the
different
same
artist for each one, and it feels like they're inspired by a different brand of.
No, that's why. Okay.
Of like this is an anime cover. This one was a cartoon cover.
Number 7. This is an anime style cover.
That was
You can
amazing.
see. Look at Superman's face. Look at Connor's face. All right. Then we go into a Michael Turner cover with number 8.
Actually, looks pretty good.
Number 9 is also a Michael Turner cover. See, there's Supergirl.
Yeah, they were going through.
And then Michael Turner again with Wonder Woman.
I guess they
and
just stuck on Michael Turner.
A bunch of Amazons. Look at Batman and Superman in the background. They're like,
"Hi, we're here too."
She's bedridden you know. This is Batman, Superman, but Wonder Woman gets you covered.
It predicted the movies.
And then Batman, Superman number 11, Michael Turner again, and you look, Wonder Woman looks awesome. Batman's getting beat up by Wonder Woman, Superman in a fire.
Wait. Batman's not getting beat up by Wonder Woman? Oh, yeah, he is.
Look like it to me.
Batman still looks dope. I mean,
yeah, but Wonder Woman's the focus of that cover, with Darkseid being the premiere. And then Supergirl becomes the focus of the cover. Another Michael Turner cover.
But that's a different style than what the other ones were.
But it's the same guy. Michael Turner.
Oh, yeah.
And that's his art. You can tell that's the way he draws females. Because they got these elongated bodies.
Yeah.
And then really skinny. Kind of like Campbell does. They're really skinny girls. They're very stylized. But you look at how long her abdomen is.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
So he basically went, like the whole Twitter thing where, where's your organs? He took that and went, she has extra room.
Yeah.
I just made her longer.
Except, like, proportion-wise, her shoulders and neck are way too small for the rest of her body.
Yeah. Her abdomen is like, but Darkseid's looking over his shoulder like, I have ruined you. All right, so Superman and Batman, number 14.
You put her in a stretcher.
Pretenders to the Throne. Carlos Pacheco. Look at their faces on Mount Rushmore. Huh.
Okay, if you had to choose 2 other faces to go on Mount Rushmore.
Right now? Reagan?
No, on the Batman Superman one.
Oh. On theirs?
Yes.
It would be Wonder Woman. And the last guy would be Lex Luthor. because that would be just funny.
Lex Luthor would add himself before anyone else.
Make me laugh. All right,
Booster Gold and Dr.
Booster Gold
Dr.
Skeets. Blue Beetle. All right, so Superman, Batman, number 17. Ra's al Ghul. Superman's holding somebody that's dead, and Batman's got his parents back. Not sure what's going on here.
Ra's al Ghul is another name we don't know.
Roll. Rush. I don't get it.
People, we keep hearing different pronunciations and.
Okay, Superman, Batman. There's a series of storyline where Batman and Superman were raised by 3 rejects from the Legion of Superheroes. The rejects happened to be Lightning Lad, Cosmo Girl, and Matter Lad. And they went back in time and took Batman and Superman and raised them, and they became the kings of the world. And they took over everything. And then they finally realized, oh, something bad's been going on. So that's interesting because it's not this comic. It was actually maybe it was this run, because I have the trade, so I don't know which ones it actually is.
Hold up. Matrix Online goes massively multiplayer. What? Okay, so
we're playing the Matrix in the Matrix with the Matrix. All right.
If this one's worse. Torsos.
We're flying. It makes you lengthen, but she's the same girl, so she obviously has a long torso.
Yeah, it's just
Supergirl, Batman, Superman, number 19. Supergirl with a super long torso.
Touching Superman's armpit.
She's tickling him. Hopefully, they're cousins in this one. All right. Superman, Batman, number 20. Somebody points an axe at Superman.
And that one looks like the animated series.
That looks like a guy from Bloodborne.
Batman.
Superman, Batman, number 23. Batman is chemical. A chemical romance.
He goes nuclear.
He goes Kryptonian.
Actually.
They roll 34 in it.
I don't know what that means. You gotta explain that meme.
The internet, there's rules for the internet. And basically for every male character, there's a female version.
Yeah.
And that's what you have there.
Oh, yes. Which they show up again in another series to help save Superman. Makes no sense. All right. Superman, Batman, number 24, with Superwoman, Batwoman, and Superboy. I think. I don't know. I have to read it.
Yeah,
but basically,
I
think they went back in time and they needed help to. I don't remember. All right. So that is officially the stack that we got this week. Within yesterday and a couple days before.
Under an
hour. I got a lot of those X-Force comics. We've got them all covered in an hour. So we actually picked up, I think, over 130 comics this last week. Now, granted, you can see behind us, we still have all those comics down there are not covered yet. We still haven't gone through any of those and showed them to you. I still haven't sorted them. I still haven't integrated them into my system. You can see Jace, scoot this way. This way.
You're going the wrong way.
You went backwards instead of this. Okay, there's 2 long boxes over there we still got to go through.
Yeah.
As well. So we got a lot still to cover. We will have a lot more content coming up on our live streams.
We will be live
next week.
More.
We will be live streaming more through this year.
No.
Especially since
we're only doing one.
Especially
one
since
month.
We found out Copa probably won't affect us for another several years, if
Really?
at all.
I've not heard about this actually.
All right. So from what I understand,
Yeah.
Copa went into effect January 1st. Copa states that it could fine a creator up to $42,500, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Up to. But it's based on the ad revenue that you received for that video.
Oh.
Okay, so if you made $1 million, you're going to get $42,000. If you made $5, you're going to pay 50 cents, whatever it is, 25 cents.
So what's the proportion on that?
So it's a proportion. It's up to I don't know what the proportion is, but it's not. Little creators not going to hit $42,000.
That's good.
If you're not making any ad revenue,
Can't get charged.
You're not going to get charged, from my understanding. Okay, they can't charge you for ad revenue you don't have. So until you get 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 views, actually apply for monetization, get monetized, actually get the views up, then you could be in trouble. Depending on, they still haven't been very clear on what the rules are. So
yeah, that's been my biggest problem. Is YouTube has been obfuscating because it's not their problem.
And it's 10 things they could get you on. 10 things they can get you on if they decide is targeted for children. And you've marked it for adults, but we've marked all our stuff for adults. This is only intended for adults. We don't, or teenagers. We don't intend it for children under 12.
Oh yeah, if you're 13 or over, you're not a child in the eyes of this.
So so we should be okay until we hit subscriber. If we get monetized after that, at whatever point.
Well, that, and I think for a lot of people, it's a good indicator of, okay, will I ever get hit with this? Because if nothing ever happens and you never get marked, then you're probably fine. But if you start getting flagged, you should take a cue and go to Twitch.
All right, and then start. You may need to move if you have to move. But from what I can tell from Copa, we're probably not going to get hit. If we ever get hit, it'll be years down the line, and that things may change between then and now. Who knows? But my understanding, as it stands, we're business as usual because. We're not a business.
We don't get money.
We don't make no money. We just spend money every weekend. Don't tell my wife.
It's not on the internet.
And we're gonna edit this out.
It's a live stream.
Nope.
Bummer.
We should totally edit some of our past videos. Just take the best bits.
We don't have any good bits in our videos. There's no good bit because we don't have any bits that are good.
All right, well, let's take the worst bits.
All right, so we,
calling X
again,
Factor, X Force, X Force, X Factor,
X4. All right, so
starts with X.
We had again a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we plan to keep up through here. It may not be as many videos. I've got a lot of work stuff that I've got to do.
I got work,
and he's still got school.
Yeah.
Not that he could ever create a video if he wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. I tried. I did.
Oh.
I'm hoping to get more morning coffee and art with E, but he's got to actually start doing that. We enjoyed The Mandalorian. We can't wait for that to come out. We enjoyed The Witcher, though there was certain episodes that you had to completely skip.
No.
He didn't skip them, did he?
Did you not skip episode 5?
Well, I skipped parts of episode 5.
There's like a huge chunk of episode 5 you need to skip.
Yes, there is.
It's a 40-minute episode,
there is.
and you got to skip 35 minutes of it.
Yes, but
the good thing is nothing happened in the 35 minutes to miss.
Yeah, no.
So you can just skip right over that. Now that's not really a good thing to say about a TV show that you kind of like.
See, here's the thing:
you can skip most of it and still get it.
I don't, and I know like that whole episode is based off of a chapter in the book. I can't remember if that chapter even had all that. I know it had the beginning where it had the nobleman because she was enchanting the nobleman to do things for her. But I can't remember that whole scene.
I think all that was for TV. All that was just to risque it up for Netflix to get in the thirsty boys.
Like The Witcher needed it.
And you didn't need it. I think it just, to me, I don't appreciate that kind of crap. So I have to skip over it. And then the Star Wars, we went to see Star Wars. We really liked Star Wars. That was really good. We're looking forward to a lot of stuff coming out in the terms of, movies, Disney, Star Wars, Marvel stuff, DC, New Mutants is supposed to be coming out soon. Yeah. We're looking forward to that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Rey married to because she took his last name?
Don't think too deep.
Okay. So if you think in the terms of bound souls, she could say, I am spiritually married to Ben.
I mean,
Ben Solo, because Luke, he's not a Skywalker.
Luke and Leia were like, you're part of the family now. Yeah. And I was like,
so that's what's confusing. Is Ben didn't have the name of Solo technically.
He wasn't a Skywalker.
Yeah,
he's Ben Solo.
Now Leia didn't have the name of Skywalker technically either. She was Organa, And Luke had the name Skywalker, but Rey wasn't close to Luke. And so
she just stole the name.
She stole the name. I've heard people
granted,
say
there's no problem. She's keeping the legacy going. Okay, I don't have a problem with her taking the. Do you really want to be known as Rey Palpatine?
No.
Spoilers. Spoilers. We gotta say
too late. You're dead.
But yeah, who wants to be known as that? So
we just lost 4 subscribers.
We weren't even watching it. We never make it to the end of the video anyway. But
probably not.
No, I think she stole the name. Technically, she stole the name, but I don't have an issue with it.
I think it would have been thematically more appropriate for her to use like Organa or something. The name Leia had.
No, but Skywalker is the point.
Yeah, no, Skywalker is the point.
And that to me is also the problem with the new trilogy is the tie that what would have made it more pertinent and more important if the relationship between Rey and Luke had been more firm, more strong, and if Luke hadn't just been killed off for nothing, and he had been more in her life and training her and making her become what she was.
He showed up later.
I like
that.
I wanted him. Now, my personal opinion, I wanted Rey to be fighting Palpatine and figure out. I don't mind Palpatine coming back. No. I understand it kind of offsets Vader, but that's okay. And if it had done, Luke came to fight Palpatine. So Rey was there, and Rey starts getting beat when she figures out who the dude is. And then Luke shows up, not Kylo. Luke comes in and kills the Emperor. Now, Kylo or Ben could have showed up, and Rey could have shown up, and they've been on the ground together out. Palpatine wins, but then Luke shows up and takes care of business. That I would have liked. He came back and took care of that.
I mean,
and then I don't mind him dying fighting the Emperor, just like his father did, but he actually kills the Emperor and it brings Rey back a little bit. Whatever it was, I'd rather have been Luke that did that.
So I see where you're going with is have him as a sort of twist on episode 6, right? Where instead of Darth Vader realizing that realizing he's been doing terrible things and you have Luke saying and admitting, yeah, I screwed up. I'm going to make it right by taking out the problem.
Yeah, and because he tried to kill Ben, which is now canon, right? He tried to kill Ben. He has basically started down the same path as his father. That's why he went out to the island, whatever. But it would have been, he completed the job his father tried to do. He successfully protected the young. It would have been just, to me, a much better ending for Luke.
Yeah, he encouraged her to get back up and kill him, but
he just whispers, "We're with you."
At the same time, if you want to make Rey the main character, cool, fine. But I don't know if she really. Well, the last one she did stuff, but even then,
she did stuff.
Well, she could have released the lightning. It could have been in a sense that Luke defeated Palpatine. Luke transferred a little bit left of his life to Leia or to Rey, and Rey was able to stop the lightning thing that was happening, was stopping all the ships, and she was able to save all the ships. You could have still made her part of the hero and part of the finishing, but finishing the story of Luke Skywalker. He's the one that defeated Palpatine. He's the one that finished what his father started. He's the one that finished the mission that he began all those years ago, 1970s. And he was able to finish that mission and do the thing, save the young. Next generation goes on.
To be honest, yes, that would have been a great way to finish off the Star Wars.
I think it would have been better.
Series.
At least let's finish off the Skywalker series.
Yeah.
Because that's all this is
this is the culmination of Skywalker. Yeah, Skywalker's done.
Yeah.
All the Skywalkers are gone. It's Rey now.
And see, here's the thing. Like Rian Johnson with episode 8, and a lot, there's a section of people who really love him saying in the message, anybody can be a hero. I don't know if that should have been in episode 8. I think that should have been its own thing.
Yeah, it should have been 9. Or 10.
Yeah, 10. Or a separate run of something else saying anybody can be a hero. Let's create a new hero.
8.5.
Because this should have still been Solo, Chewbacca. It still should have been Leia. Luke.
Yeah, let's finish up the lives of the Skywalkers.
This is the Skywalker's journey, and this is the finish of the Skywalkers.
And you can have Rey as the one that's carrying on
the
next generation.
The Rey is the young Padawan in there.
Yeah,
where she's going to be the one carrying on, and she takes the name Skywalker. I don't mind that, as long as her and Luke had a closer connection, to where it was a more genuine. Here, you're passing this on.
Yeah, I don't, because it was so rushed. Probably I just don't buy her being that connected to Luke.
Not the way it was done.
No.
No, because she he threw her off the island, and he showed up as a Force ghost, and then died.
I'm catching the lightsaber.
All right,
that's not how you treat.
This is not we've kind of devolved into what we were not. Okay, but thank you for joining us. Those that you did.
We'll continue this.
Bake the Snake, Discovery Bay. We're glad that you guys were here. Other people that were here, we appreciate it, and we'll see you next time here in the Longbox.
Yeah, and those in 2049. Bye.